here, big candle break also. We go on into the future and no touch here. I don't know if it touches later on, but and here we go. We have a slight touch here and then boom, straight north after the rejection here. Okay, so there's various ways to trade this information. One is you can wait for rejections, which is not advisable. Okay, I've seen many people just trade these rejection zones and get burned like crazy because the rejection zone keeps building. You never know if it's going to stop here. How would you know if it stops? At the end of the day, it's an indicator that follows price in this particular case, because we have no volume in Forex. Okay, so it's following price. It's an indicator. Now, if you assume that for today this was your rejection zone over here on this particular day, what if the market continues like it did over here? It rejected, but then it went further north. How would you know? It's this is the area where it stops, you know? So that's the issue that you would have. Now, the only way to find out these things is to match them with support and resistance, such as this thing right here, to give you a better understanding. Is the rejection area that you're seeing, do you think it's valid? Okay, over here, yes, it matches up with our support and resistance. Also, the rejection matches up. Same thing on today's market, also lines up. Okay, and that's how you know if things start to make sense or not. Okay, does that make sense, Sulik? Okay, now the trading that happens around market profiles, obviously we're not going to discuss in this webinar. This webinar is for you to get familiar to market profile first. What is it actually telling you? What do these blue things mean? Understand that concept first. Okay, now we're like, for a moment, stop trying to think, how can I use this to trade? You know, forget that part. Because if you just think, how can I use this to trade, I'm going to tell you A, B, and C, you will follow A, B, and C, and you will never get to experience what this actually tells you. First, try to understand what this particular indicator tries to tell you, and then we can move forward from there. Because then a trading strategy, whatever I tell you or anyone tells you, you can look at it and be like, maybe I can do it this way. Because you at least understand what it's trying to tell you, you know? So, going back to the very basics again. Okay, high trading area, this line that you see here, okay, which is the very peak. Okay, this is the highest point that this blue line goes to. Means that this is the most traded area for today, for this particular day. Same thing here. This line right here represents the most traded area. Okay, it's the highest blue bar from the bottom to top. Okay, now these bars, when the day starts, there's no bars. They fluctuate as the price starts to fluctuate. Okay, and each little cube that it builds is represented of 30 minutes of data. Okay, now next thing. These are value area highs, and these are value area lows. Okay? These areas are also of importance, which tells you that these are the areas that the markets like to be playing in. Okay? And then outside of these areas, you're getting a stronger rejection areas. Okay? Whenever the blue lines are getting lower and lower towards zero, which means price, there is not much action there, which means most likely price is going to turn around. Okay, take a look at this. We have this little rejection area here. Okay, You can see how small it is. Is it the smallest for the day? Okay, pretty much. It's the smallest area here. Now, do we have anything to confirm that this area the market might turn around? Yeah, we have a pattern that we can see, like, okay, this looks like a pattern that might turn around the direction of the market. So you need to find additional things. Like, trading this alone is very dangerous. You need to find additional things that complement this. Okay, so now let's move forward and let's look at today's date. Today's date, we had one area on top that was quite small, which the market reacted from, and then we had one area down here on Euro USD, which the market reacted from also. Now you can see down here the market got rejected and lots of action here. It's very strong here. It's been building up. Now what is this line? This is not the highest trading for today. This is coming in from yesterday. Okay? So now you'll see that for today's strong area is up here. And yesterday's strong area is down here. And not only is the price getting rejected, we're creating exhaustion candles. What else do we know from this information? Do we have a level of support resistance? Okay, yes we do. We have support, we have resistance, we have big candle break, big candle break. Do we have any data in the past from here? Big candle break, possible resistance, and that's it. We don't have much to work on because for a lot of our pairs that are recently working, we're at all-time highs. So we don't have much information that we can work on. Okay. Now, pound. Let's take a look at pound. Do we have anything today? Okay. We have rejection right here. You see this? Now the markets have moved from all the way from here to here to here. What do we know? If I draw a line horizontally like this, this is the lowest it has gone all day until now. Now it's got even tighter. It's gone till here. Okay? And we had this area here. Now, since we have this area, it's gone tighter, and we have price reacting from here. What do we know? Is this area has some significance? Well, let's find out. I don't know. I can't just assume and put all my trust onto this indicator because it can change at any moment. So, but I'm gonna check. Does this area have some significance? I'm gonna scroll back. First thing is we have a pocket of low zone here. Another thing was we have an area here. Let's draw this zone. And let's move further back and let's see. Okay. Here we go. Take a look at this area. 28 January. We picked all three of those bottoms plus low pocket area. We're also considering low rejection zone on 29 January. Let's go further back, see if there's any more data. And looks like that's it for now. Yeah, looks like that's it for now. We have a little bit of information here. Seems feasible that this area is going to drop from here. Okay, the market has dropped. It's come to its strong trading point of the day. Lots of action happening here again. People are starting to put in some money. Possible goes short from here. Let's check out some other pairs. Now, we have CAD getting rejected from this line. This line comes in from yesterday, which is the POC, point of control, also the mode. Okay, this is the most happening area of yesterday. Price is getting rejected there, plus we have only one bar here. Okay. Can it be possibly rejected from here? We don't know. We'd have to check support and resistance and low pocket areas to understand. Okay, lots of tails going up and down here. Let's take a look at another pair to see if there's something more clear that we can work with. How about Swiss franc? Okay, how about Swiss franc in this area? Does this area seem feasible? Low pocket area, price getting rejected, exhaustion candle being formed. Does this area seem about right? Can we get any additional confirmation from the past? Okay, big candle break, a price being rejected here, market profile showing rejection. Let's go further back. Anything else? Okay, big candle break, resistance, big candle break, support, big candle break. There we go. Also, rejection areas on the if you take a look at these blue areas, rejection zones also. So this seems to be an area that might have some strength. Okay, rejection zones in the blue areas, and big candle breaks. So seems like an ideal area for someone to go short from. Okay, everyone with me so far? Yes, yes. Okay. Let's take a look at some other pairs that show some signs today. Gold is really bright. So you confirm support resistance with MP or MP with support resistance? It's I confirm MP with support resistance because now right now on gold 1 hour ago, gold came to this area and turned around. Or once it came to this area, we saw this one little bar here showing price rejection. Now, just based on this information alone, I cannot place a trade because it's too risky. Because what if it goes further down south and then this area can start building up? That more trading activity happens here. Okay, so it came down till here, we had one bar, but I want to check, is this area useful? So I put my line there and then I check, what do we have from this area? Well, we have some big candle breaks, we have support, we have resistance, we have a pocket of low area here. Okay, big candle break, support once again. Okay, rejection area on the market profile. Big candle break, rejection area. Okay, rejection area and resistance. We have both support, resistance, and rejection plus big candle break. Everything gives you a heads up that this area is the moneymaker. Does that make sense? Hello, Linda. Okay. So that's okay. So Sardar, does that make sense for this one? Yeah, I'll explain one more time. Let's take a look at another pair and see if there's an example. You guys like Japanese yen pairs? Let's take a look at the beast. But it's also all-time highs. Okay, SNR FTW. Yeah, support and resistance. I like I said, I personally, like I mentioned to you guys in the previous webinars of support resistance, that if you do not understand support resistance, everything is going to be difficult. And if you do understand support resistance, everything becomes easy. Because at the end of the day, it's all about support and resistance because you see that on your charts. Okay, let's take a look at US dollar Japanese yen, see if we can get something from here. Scroll back randomly. Okay, let's see some price rejection zones. Okay, take a look at this. The low of this day. Okay, let's get the areas here. No single body coming out. Rejection area plus it's a rejection starts here. We're going to take this and put it together with this. We have this area. Does it go back further back? Yeah, it makes sense because even further back, we cover these areas of rejection areas. So we're going to go forward and see, can we use this on the following days? Now, 21st January, the market hovers inside, breaks through, reacts to the zone and goes. And then the following day, it rejects the price from here and then drops. Okay, it actually took this level. Yeah, this area here. 1, 2, 3 rejection areas, and then the fourth one here, and price drops. Can we confirm trend and momentum with market profile? No, not momentum. Trend also no. It's hard to predict the trend. There are many various strategies. They talk about that. If you have your bell curve here for 2 consecutive days, then you know, we're going short. Or if you have a B shape, you know, where you have a big tail on top and then you have a B or a P. You know, there's many different methods they come up with, but it's the same as, for example, how many of you guys have heard of CCI? You know, so even the CCI, they take an average indicator CCI and then they put a million patterns on it, like, oh, okay, this is the ghost formation, this is the cross through formation. You know, so you can actually put any formation on anything that you want. But is it simple for you to understand? And at the end of the day, it all comes down to you are unable to capture the market completely. Okay, but people always try. They do everything in their possible strength to capture the market. You know, from front to end. You know, hey, we do it. You know, we have a forecasting business. We do it. So, but to be able to capture the market 100% is impossible. Okay. All right. So let's go through some questions, and then we'll go ahead and close the webinar. So okay. So one at a time. So can we top and bottom of NPs as overbought, oversold zones as we do with stochastics? Yes, that is the concept, Sardar. But how do you know which is the top and which is the bottom? That's the question to ask yourself. You need a confirmation with that. Okay, Glenn, Naveen, isn't it true that these short time frames are taken out of context? Isn't there a way to look at long time frame TPOs to see the original point of the bell curve? Yes. Yes, that's all. Actually, it can be quite useful when you look at the most trading areas from a higher time frame, such as the 4 hours or something like that, or even the daily. Okay, but usually, Glenn, they're designed to have 40 periods in a day, which means you know, it covers like 1 day's action. So using information from a higher time frame might be a little bit risky. I don't know if it's designed for a higher time frame. Okay, Pete, seems to be just an extra confirmation. Yes, that's pretty much it. Pete, I use it to actually understand that is this area strong support resistance. Yeah, but exactly like Sky says, it makes it easy to visualize support and resistance. Yes, for those of you who are having tough times to draw support and resistance, simply just get these low areas. Let me move it to these low areas. Okay, I have this low pocket area and I'm like, okay, what is this area? Do I have support resistance? Yes, I do. Right here. Big candle break. Support, resistance. And then all you need to do is just refine it. And then the market then reacts from these areas in the future. A better time frame to trade on this, I would personally say 1 hour. 1 hour would be the ideal spot. Okay. So Naveen, sorry to be a bug, but have you tried to study MP with footprint charts? No, not with footprint charts. Okay, I wanted to bring out the basics of MP, what MP basically does. Okay, it just tries to measure trading activity. That's the very basics of what MP is trying to tell you. Where is the trading activity happening? And where is less trading activity happening? Okay, 30 minutes. It's the same piece of information. You get the same piece of information actually. Now, in fact, even in the indicator, you can actually adjust when it starts, the day starting hour, in case you want to start on a specific session. You can do that also. My profile's time frame is set to daily. If you set it to weekly, you can actually use it on a higher time frame. But I've personally set it to daily, as I like to see what's going on within my day. Okay, and you can adjust, you know, other things such as the value area, high, low areas. If you want to turn off the strongest areas, you can turn that off as well. So there's a lot of options. It's a really nicely built indicator. Just need to change that. Yes. Why not 30 minutes? Okay, you really emphasize on the valley of the MP, but what about the value area high and value area low and POC? Can you give us something to work with those? Now the thing with this is when you have your value area highs and value area lows, they hold significance. These are the areas where, okay, inside your value area high and low, you will have obviously your mode. This high and low is pretty much just your deviation. That's your 70% deviation that comes from this area, which tells you that in this area is where the activity has happened. Okay, everything else, if you take a look outside this area, the markets have slowed down. Okay, let's take a look at the value areas here. It's here and here. Okay, these are your value areas for this day, and then you have stronger rejections outside of it. So now the rejections you get inside your value area I wouldn't quite use, as they might be temporary, but the ones outside of it seem to be quite powerful. Your value areas will change as price moves, that's for sure. They don't stay solid, as once these are built, but your value areas change as time moves. So Dara, what about double profile MP? I haven't used that. Which has two bell-shaped curves within one day. Ah, okay. Are you talking about these formation? Let me find you one. In fact, today on Euro USD, we have double bells right here, like a B, capital B. Sorry, we have this here. It's here. It's just telling you that the price is distributed in a higher price over here, and it's over here. This is where all the distribution is happening. Okay, when you have one bell curve, you have your normal distribution happening, where the price is being spread out properly. Yeah, in fact, like I said, I've seen many of you guys trade this. For example, Donnie and Abhinav on Urban Forex. I've seen them post some charts of how they're using SNR with MP, and you know, results are pretty good, quite phenomenal actually. So try them out. Actually, try them out. Get a hang of it, get used to it, because next week we're going to discuss strategy and trades using MP. As of right now, you guys have the very basics of the understanding of MP. So do this. Join the group over here called Market Profile and get your indicator and check them out throughout the next until next Wednesday comes along. Try them, you know, add them onto your screens, take screenshots, share them with us, and find out, you know, are you able to capture the right zones or rejection areas? These rejection areas are really good because they can be the tops or bottoms of the markets. Okay. Now, if price does not get rejected in that area, it goes boom, it goes straight through. Okay. Dennis, the indicator is used as market profile. It's available in the market profile group. Okay, here's the link in case you guys don't know where the group is. It's right here. And you can simply join the group. We can create discussions and everything will be start being created from tomorrow. Okay, any final questions before we go? Any you guys want me to do any recap or anything? Yeah, next week we have a webinar with Sardar as well on the 14th of February that discusses how we can trade his analysis. He's been posting his analysis for over half a year now, and you know, they've been very, very good. A lot of people have been following him. He has a big following base on Urban Forex and off of Urban Forex through a lot of our Facebook pages and social medias. So it'll be good to see a refined direction that Sardar himself gives us on how we can trade this. So that'll be quite educational as well. Gartley patterns, yeah, anything else that you guys want to learn? We actually have a topic in the discussion that says, what do you want to learn? You know, we can look into it, we can study it, we can open it up, and we can present it to you guys as that, how we look into this and go on, move from there. Okay. Yeah, you'll have lots of fun. You'll have lots of fun. Like I said, everyone here most likely is gonna be in your webinar, Sardar. So and we're here to support you, and we're actually thankful that you're sharing with us. So it's great. Money, I've sent you a message on Urban Forex. I hope you can reply to it. Yes. As I get to it, as you can see, I have some emails pending here. As I get to it, I will definitely approach all of you guys, whoever sent me an email. But try to ask your questions on the main page as much as possible. Somebody's bound to answer your question faster than I can. But if you do send them to me, that's fine. I will get to you, but please be patient. Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. Like I said, so try them out. Weekly challenge information. You're talking about support resistance weekly challenge. Yes. That is going to be beginning on Monday, I believe, and it's going to continue for a week. And those of you who have joined need to drop us an email. You guys will be added to it. And we haven't got any responses yet on who wants to join the competition, but I will still be here trading support resistance in the competition myself. It's been a while since I've actually traded, so it'll be good fun for me to get back into the game as well. So. Okay. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and close the webinar now. Thank you all for attending, and I will see you all on the next webinar, which is next Wednesday, and you guys can join in on the market profile conversation, and we'll take it from there. Thanks guys. Have a great night.